Thank you all for coming. Welcome. My name is Jonathan Silk. I'm a professor in the study of Buddhism in Leiden University. And it's my pleasure and my honor to introduce our guest this evening. First, just very briefly to tell you that we teach and do research in a range of areas concerned with Buddhist culture and Tibetan culture. Here in Leiden University, we teach classical Tibetan language, we teach Sanskrit, Chinese, Japanese, Korean. We offer a range of courses from Introduction to Buddhism through several specialized courses, including a course, in fact, in next term, in Tibetan Buddhism. We offer a variety of degrees which allow one to concentrate in the study of Buddhism. If you're further interested in anything about this, please feel free to contact me. Our guest this evening is Khenpo Sodage, as you know. He was born in Kham, in eastern Tibet in 1962, ordained as a monk in 1985. He studied at the Lungar, founded by his master, Khenpo Jinme Kunsal. This eventually became a huge complex, offering monastic education and religious support to surrounding communities. It nominally belongs to the Nyingma school, and particularly to the Dzogchen orientation, but overall is rather ecumenical. There are many reasons that the Lungar is interesting, among these being that, like the great monastic universities of the past, but rather rare today, it draws students from across the Tibetan world. Moreover, it is the first such monastic university to grant women the degree of Khenpo, roughly the PhD for monastics in this tradition. A great many Han Chinese have also been drawn to La Lungar. It was in this sort of environment then that our guest, Khenpo Sodage, was trained, studying a range of scholastic topics. Fluent in both Tibetan and Chinese, he has become one of the most well-known advocates of Tibetan Buddhism, especially in China. Moreover, he has made great efforts to speak at universities both within China and outside, particularly in Europe and North America. This evening, we are pleased that he has made time earlier in the day for discussions with students, and this evening, we are pleased to welcome him here in this large hall in Leiden University for a discussion with Dr. Bertie Janse, a specialist in Tibetan monasticism. Our format this evening will be that Dr. Janse will conduct a discussion with Khenpo, who will speak in Chinese, which will be translated by Ms. Zhang Ke. After this conversation, audience members will be invited to ask questions. Leiden University is delighted to welcome Khenpo Sodage here, and we look forward to an interesting discussion.
Good evening, everyone. So I am meant to be moderating this discussion tonight. My name is Bertie Janse. And the title of this talk tonight, the thing that we were initially interested in, is the appeal of Tibetan Buddhism to the young and the urban, particularly within mainland China. And this is something that we have seen, obviously, after the opening up or the freeing up of religious practice in Tibetan areas, in Chinese areas. And this has obviously brought about a lot of changes. And my first question or topic I request Khenpo to speak about is exactly what kind of, since the opening up of religious freedom, the loosening of the control on religious freedom or religious practice, what has changed both in Tibetan areas and in other areas in the PRC?
今天，本来是我应该用藏语讲，因为我们的这个题目叫藏传佛教吸引这个都市青年的这种状况吧，但是当时开始时候让我用汉语讲，然后用英语翻译，其实对我来讲是应该用藏语讲， 然后我们这边有健身博士啊，很多人用藏语翻译，但是刚开始不知道，所以可能你们荷兰人也是用英语来听，我藏族人用汉语来讲，一方面可能比较怪怪的，但另一方面也可以算是一种开放性吧。
Actually, I think today I should speak in Tibetan to emphasize this, because the title of today is Why Tibetan Buddhism Appeals to Young and Urban. But because I was requested to speak in Chinese and then translated it into English, so that's why it happens in this way. However, I think if I speak in Tibetan and then Dr. Jensen and other people can translate it from Tibetan into English or Dutch or something like that. For Khenpo himself, because Chinese is his second language, and for you because you're Dutch, and now you are listening to English, that's also another second language for you, so it sounds like a little bit weird, but I think it's okay. And I think it's also an openness and tolerance for all of us.
刚才健身博士的问题呢，我以前没有怎么思考，但实际上，宗教的这种开放和没有开放呢，我个人而言就是可以称为历史的见证者吧，因为宗教没有开放的时候的整个。包括我的寺院的话呢，以前整个寺院就变成一个一个的一些墙壁。我们去放牛的时候呢，经常在这些被烧毁完了的这个墙壁当中呢，就是经常找到一些藤卡啊、佛经啊、佛像啊，它的碎片。到后来应该1980年。就是从那个时候呢，就已经算是可以恢复了。那恢复之后呢，在藏地很多地方，就是原有的这些很多寺院呢，就进行修建，然后原来的这些出家人的话呢，也是在各自的寺院当中，他有这种学习的机会，所以。我现在所在的拉荣嘎尔，就是我们佛学院的话呢，是1980年，也就是说是宗教开放之后呢，就开始兴建的。就是我刚才讲的是不是拉荣嘎尔？我的一个就是我另外一个家乡的一个寺院，就是这个家乡的寺院呢，现在也有恢复。当然这样的这种类似的话呢，就是可能。很多地方呢，就是比较明显。
For Dr. Jensen's question, I have not thought about it before. But to answer her question, I think I have the experience of that change, of the opening up of religion in my area where I lived. So first, at that time, my monastery in my hometown, it was destroyed, and there are only walls, burned, destroyed. That's what we can see at that time. And we can find tankas, Buddha statues, the residues around the ground. And after 1980, after religion has opened up, then everything is kind of like restored. And the monasteries are rebuilt. And the monastics can go back to their monasteries and continue their study. And then they have the opportunity to continue their study. And also during that time in 1980, that's the time when Narangul was built up. And also my own monastery also was built during that time.
Thank you very much. And if you could maybe see Larunga, perhaps the foundation of Larunga, as sort of a symbol of this opening up of religious practice, exactly in the same year that everything became easier, at least in Tibetan areas. I would like to now ask or bring up for discussion maybe the main topic of this evening, that we see that Tibetan Buddhism, particularly in PRC, is very attractive, seems to be very attractive to educated and young urban Han Chinese. And I would like to ask the Kemble what his thoughts are on what exactly it is that is attractive to these people, and also how Tibetan Buddhism is received among these people.
关于这个问题呢，因为今天我们所探讨的话题，那么我在这里呢，可能稍微花一点时间，就做一点简单的分析。本来你们这个河南呢，从某种意义上面讲，可能跟我们的这个文化，还有跟我们的包括就是很多地方有一定的差别。比如说我是来自这个藏地，海拔4000米以上的地方，而你们呢，是住在就是甚至跟海拔就是有些地方比